Namah Shivaya children. Welcome to the class 7 civics chapter. That is, today we shall be discussing on equality. Equality is one of the pillars of Indian democracy. Now we call India as a democratic country. You have studied in the earlier class about the key elements of the democratic government, where there is a in the key elements mention is there about equality. Equality is the most important element in a democracy, isn't it? If the people of a country are not treated equally, it can't be a true democracy, because equality of all the citizens ensures their participation in the election of the democratic government, which will work for the welfare of all. Now imagine a situation where the value of the rich man's vote is 10. Then do you think the government formed in this way will be a democratic government? If you think yes or no, the answer is no. Thus, the conclusion is without equality, democracy cannot exist. There should be equality, whether they are rich or poor. Coming to the equality in India. India is a democratic country and all its citizens have equal voting right, whether they are poor or they are rich. But are we really equal? Here you have a story. It is a story of Kanta. In India, there are millions of people like her for whom democracy does not have the same meaning as we discussed above. Here you can see that they feel less equal than others. So children, here there is Manjit Kaur, who is a teacher, Tej Singh, a trader, Girish Rao, student, Kanta Devi is a domestic worker, and Sujata is also a domestic worker. You have Rahman, then Shabnam Bano, Gracie, Isaac, Ruxana, Yograj, and Ashok Jain. There was an election day that day, and Kanta and her friend Sujata are waiting to cast their votes. So here they will have a discussion. Isn't it good, Suja, that we can all have vote as equal citizens of our country? Even Jain Sahib is standing in the line. So she sees that all the rich and the poor are standing in the same line. So her friend replies as yes. So when her turn comes, she hesitates to go inside, but her friend tells her that it's your turn, go and vote. I'll vote for the candidate who has promised to bring pipe water to our area. So, like this, she sees that and she is very happy that all are treated equally when it is voting. But the next day, after she goes home, and you will see there that they move on, and later when they are talking to each other, her friend tells that her daughter Gudia is running fever, and I hope I have to take her to the hospital, but I'll have to finish the work at the Sahib's house first, and then I have to take her to the hospital because I have to have some money as advance. Then at home, she'll come and see that her daughter is suffering from fever, and she asks her that to have some hot drink of tea or coffee, and she'll tell that when I get back in the evening, we'll go to the hospital. So it's no wonder that Gudia will fall ill often, and because the basti that is there where they are living, no, it is not often clean. So you can see here when she goes to the maid to work, no, there the owner always troubles her, and she tells that she'll give some advance and also warn her that you should not again and again ask the money. So there she has to stand in a long queue, and there she will come to know that when they were in voting, she saw that all were standing in the same queue, in the same line. Jain Madam, Jain Sahib, they were all in the same line to vote, but they never have to do it in when their children are sick. When the children are sick, they are going to big hospital, and here, as they can't afford, they have to go to a private hospital. Okay, children? So, this is the story where you will come to know that there is a, reading the story, you have come to know that in a democracy, even though it is a democracy, the story of Kanta, you will come to know that millions of people are there like her for whom democracy does not have the same meaning, isn't it? They feel less equal than the others, as you saw in the story. So that's all for today, children. I'll continue with the other contents in the lesson. That's all for today, children. Namah Shivaya.